So I was on a work trip and decided to have a meal at a local restaurant. It wasn't too crowded, around 60% full. The hostess seated me at a small table for two. Before I sat down, I asked for the restroom to wash my hands. I left my hat on the table, figuring that would signal it was taken. When I got back, the table and my hat were gone. I looked around and saw a nearby booth with 5 people crammed in, one of them sitting at my table with my hat on the floor next to them. I asked if they had moved the table, and a woman I'll call Karen told me they needed the extra space and that the table wasn't being used. It was about to get interesting. Come back for part 2 to see what happened next. So I explained that I was using the table and even pointed to my hat on the floor. Karen flat out denied ever seeing it and insisted they weren't giving the table back. At that point, a waiter came over and I explained the situation. Karen demanded to speak to a manager, but the waiter, absolute legend, told her he wasn't wasting the manager's time on a complaining Karen and said she could either give the table back or leave. She stared daggers at me the entire time, but in the end I got my table back. Definitely left that waiter a good tip.